Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the playthrough of RDR2. It's been 2 days since the previous episodes because I really was just too tired yesterday after work. I just crashed on the couch. And now we are near the trapper. We sold at the end of the previous episode quite some pelts, and I think this episode it will just be relaxed hunting episodes because we still have around 250 pelts to collect, perfect pelts, to get all the upgrades from the trapper. So I do think we are now near the trapper. Holy shit, there is this could be the cougar. We are near the trapper, and this is cougar territory, and we also need a perfect cougar pelt. So it's normally very hard getting him because he attacks very quickly. He can kill Arthur very quickly. But maybe now we have the drop on him. So he's to the left, near the horse. Where the hell is he? What's that? Pressing the wrong buttons. I think it was just a wolf. What's that over there? Ah, that's a bear. Right, is it it's not a perfect bear. That was probably the enemy. Anywho. Hello.
Mister?
Hey, what are you up to at this hour?
That's a strong-looking horse. Well, good luck to you.
Anywho, I actually don't want to use Deadeye too much. Because again, I feel all those kinds of things, just like bullet time, when you're actually being attacked, I can understand. Especially if you have like a fast predator, like a cougar. But just what I'm doing now, the only thing I'm just doing it for is to see what kind of quality pelt, what kind of animal. But and sometimes you need it just to track a trail, but otherwise I prefer not to use it because those kinds of mechanics like this. No way, there it is. There you go, motherfucker. Nice. Alright, please let it be a perfect one, perfect height. Nice! Woohoo! Alright, this is amazing. Anywho, just like X-ray in a lot of games, where you can just see through walls, like in Hitman, for example, I personally really find it unimmersive. So I'm gonna try and minimize Eagle Eye. But god damn it, this is nice, because earlier I was also looking for the camp upgrades for cougar pelts. It constantly got a drop on me, or I just couldn't find it. It just didn't spawn, but now it went totally amazing. Alright, so that's a good start, because actually the actual start of this session was quite annoying. because sometimes my, what is that, DPI, display port, I think it has to do, or it's just my monitor going out, but sometimes my monitor has a hard time switching over to HDR or to a full screen gaming session, and then it just blacks out, and then the game continues to load while the monitor is off in the background, but at like 1/4 of the resolution, and it switches from full screen to windowed mode, and that it's just all super annoying. Then you have to restart the game, restart or shut off the monitor. Anywho, long story short, I had to 3 times reboot the game. I was quite a bit annoyed by that. But this makes up for it. So let's see how many cougars we actually need. Yeah, we need 3 perfect pelt cougars and 1 legendary cougar. Alright, let's just hang around a bit, see what we find more. What weapons do we have? We have the rifle and do I want a varmint rifle? I don't know. The bow is for the really small animals, for things like a skunk or a rabbit we need the varmint rifle, and for bigger we need the regular rifle. Right, let's just leave it be. Let's also see how is the horse doing weight wise. It's still malnourished. I'm feeding it quite regularly, honestly. I don't know how often you need to feed a horse, but to me, honestly, a little bit too often. Because I'm feeding it constantly. And it's still malnourished. It's actually quite annoying. You stay there.
Stay here, boy.
Man, that was really nice that we spotted that cougar. So, on an open hill, normally it really attacks from the bushes, and then it's basically warning on your neck before you know it. Gunning, that is like taking bites of something, right? Or am I now mixing up stuff? Gnawing, I think it is. No. What's that word? It's not gunning, right? Gnaw. Does gnawing mean chewing? Gnaw is to bite or chew. And here it says gnawing, persistently worrying or distressing. Why? Gnaw. Alright. Whatever. Do we need boars? Yeah, we need a lot of boars. So let's shoot some boars. I really don't like to kill animals. I like hunting, but not killing animals. But it is what it is. Sorry, motherfucker.
Hold here, boy.
Turkeys. I think I don't need them. Pretty sure I already have all the turkey feathers that we needed. Yep, no more turkeys. Man, I really don't like to kill animals. Fuck this shit. There are just a lot of turkeys around. A raccoon? I don't see it. Apparently it's in my visor now. I don't see. Ah, there it is. Six in the morning. Normally these bucks are not alone, deer. They're normally in a little herd. Sometimes a big herd. No wolves. I hate wolves. Me, they're after my horse. I hear Bob, the horse. There's a wolf over there, but I don't need wolves anymore. So that is eating. What did we shoot? Yeah, we shot a boar. But another guy will be coming alone. That guy over there. I'm sure he will take care of the wolf. Let's see what happens, because they're often quite adept at hunting predators. Here, his horse is getting sketchy. No, we need to help this guy. Alright, that was a bad shot. Alright, I don't know what that sound was. It sounded like a moose actually. I'm not a specialist, but also other times I was here there was more wildlife. Maybe I'm missing something. We can also go further away from the trapper to the open fields more. Damn it, there are mostly only turkeys here. Alright, but let's see, for deer, what do we need? For deer, we need 4 bucks still. But no normal deer. By the way, let's save the game after getting that 1-star wolf pelts. Why not? Lock it in. Shit, check it out. Are they chasing something or what are they doing? Do I need foxes? Yeah, we still need 1 fox. And coyotes? We need 3 coyotes. It may have been coyotes over there. And deer's over there, but we only need the buck. Wow, that's a black bear. We also still need black bears, so not regular bears. I think regular bears were good, but we do need a black bear. Alright, they're racing away. I don't know from what. God damn it, turn around. We need that headshot. Alright. I don't know why I shot. I was not even... I think it was the head, but I should have been more patient and made more sure that it was indeed the head. Although we have the bug trinkets with actually... Where is that? It's so annoying. You get like this pop-up, like you can harvest the plant. And then it disappears, and then it's really hard to get it to reappear.
Stay.
It said American ginseng, so that... No, that's not here. Where the hell is it? Here. Apparently it's here. I don't see it. Ah, there it is. Yeah, so sorry for the boar that we just killed again, like a true psychopath. I should have been a little bit more patient, just to be more sure that it's indeed a headshot. Although with the bug trinket, I think even if we hit it, in other body parts, the skin has a bigger chance of remaining perfect, not getting spoiled. Alright, so we have 2 boars and we actually need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 10 boars. That's pretty crazy.
Wait.
Sorry, Foxy. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, we need 1 fox, 1 perfect and 1 legendary still. And that bug trinket is pretty amazing with how many perfect pelts we now get. Alright, let me quickly check. Yeah, we need 1 raccoon actually. Why did it disappear? Where is it? God damn it. Here it is. Oh, fuck me. Raccoon. We need the varmints. Alright, not the best shot. I think it was a body shot. Let's see if the pelt is still perfect. Yes, it is. Man. It almost makes it a bit too easy hunting now. Compared to without the bug trinkets. Man, I feel so bad. Poor raccoon. Poor little bugger. By the way, I shot that fox with a rifle. It could just have, I think it went good. We had like a perfect pelt, pretty sure. But it could just as well have needed a varmint rifle. Here, the Fox. Yeah, so Fox do need the regular rifle.
Stay here, boy.
And they're so easily startled, rabbits. We need 6 rabbits still. And I'm pretty sure that is also a challenge. 5 perfect rabbit pelts. Right, I could go after them, but the problem with rabbits is if they sprint away, they really sprint away far. There they go. Squirrel, do we still need squirrels? Yep. I'm pretty sure we have to shoot that with the bow, which we don't have. We could of course use bait. And it's also pretty tricky shooting rabbits in this dense grass. It's pretty easy to lose track of them, especially without eagle eye. Sorry, boar. I'm now getting a lot of bigger animals, but yeah, then again, we also need to make some progress with the smaller ones, which are much harder to get. Again, I'm going past a button prompt.
Wait, boy.
And I cannot get it to pop up again. It was somewhere here. And that's annoying. Here. Alright, whatever. Poor boar. I have to really save after each pelt because still over here it's quite easy to get killed by that cougar if it suddenly decides to pop up. Right, there are rabbits over there somewhere. I don't see it. Often, I would say, if there's a rabbit, there are often some more. Come on, little bastards, where are you? Somebody... A coyote, there. Somebody said it earlier on the forum that indeed the wildlife in this game really feels natural, doesn't feel really scripted or repetitive. I really agree. Where is... Oh, fuck me, always when I'm... Oh my god, again, I'm now applying cover sand while I didn't want to. Oh my god, so fucking annoying. You just try to do your thing. Those are the riders on that path. It's extremely annoying. Wow, this is extremely annoying. But the riders on that path, they often... Alright, that was a very tricky shot because it was switching between white and red crosshair, so I could have just as well missed. I think I got it. But the riders on the path, they scare away animals, which is quite annoying. But this is for sure the best boar hunting grounds. That's one thing that's clear. How many did we need? I think we needed like 10 of them. Yeah, a lot. So I think we are now at 3 or 4. Man, I cannot wait till tomorrow. It's weekends. more time to game. The only problem is that I always need a long time to acclimatize from work. Nice, an elk. I'm pretty sure I need an elk, right? Yeah, we need 3 elks. Again, this is a tricky one. I need to shoot its heads. Where is it? Right, I totally fucked up. It's pelts. Alright, then I will reload because I don't want to. I want to minimize the amount of killing. I only will kill what I absolutely need. Yep, fuck that one up. But anyways, always I need like the whole Saturday sometimes to just get out of the work stress. So annoying. Then I'm starting to play and only then I continue on Sunday, often also still Sunday morning acclimatizing from work. And then only Sunday afternoon do I really get into the flow. And then I don't have a lot of time anymore to game. It's so annoying.
Good to see you again.
Why does my money now pop up? Maybe because I'm near a trader. Alright, we are gonna cross some stuff from the list if we are spawning here anyways.
Okay, let's take a look at it.
I am going to get my pen and the list. Animal fat I will keep because we use it in crafting. This I can keep myself. Big game meats, let's sell a bit.
Yep. All right, can't hurt to be stocked up with these.
All right, here we go. Perfect raccoon. We needed 1. We got 1. Wolf hearts. Boar tusk. Fang from a cougar. And here we go. 4 boar pelts. So we needed 10. We now only need 6.
I once spent the night south of Bulger Glade. Just me and my tent, and the daughter of a big local family. We wake up to see 2 eyes staring in at us. I swear it was a panther. Poor girl, didn't sleep a wink after that.
Alright, 4 boars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we need a perfect cougar. We need 3, and we got 1. There we go. Then we need a perfect fox. And we needed, I think, 1. We also still need a legendary, but perfect, we only needed 1 in the pockets. Then a poor wolf pelt, and we have a perfect raccoon carcass, which I think... Now, where is that raccoon pelt? Did I... I guess I already crossed that one off earlier.
Ever see a white buffalo? Oh, they exist. I've seen one. Far west of the grizzlies. Blizzard came in and I lost it.
Alright, but pretty okay.
Much appreciated. Lightens my load.
Nothing quite like wearing your best day's work.
Cougar McClellan saddle. Alright, it would be nice if I could see it, actually.
Ever see a white buffalo? Oh, they exist. I've seen one. Far west of the Grizzlies. Blizzard came in and I lost it.
What do these saddles do? I don't know. Alright, let's just make it one.
If you don't want to put it on now, I can send it on to the stable.
2.
You can start using it now, or I can have it sent to the nearest stable.
3.
If you don't want to put it on now, I can send it on to the stable.
Yeah, we could maybe use some more herbivore baits.
Some of the things folk bring me to work with. Dead squirrels, cats full of buckshot. City folk, eh?
Right, do we have a new saddle? Looks like the same saddle. We can remove the saddle.
That's lighten the load.
Wish I never had
boy.
to take my stall into the sea. Just like I wish country folk had any damn money.
We cannot choose what saddle to put. Right, we will do that back at camp or in the stable. Let's feed the horse a bit. And save the game. And continue for a bit with some hunting.
Thanks, partner.
Up to go outfit made here, folks. No hide, too exotic. Hats and gloves made to measure.
There we go. Alright, so there really is no bullet drop or anything in this game. It's really about hit scan, I think it's called. You just hover over the target and you hit it. No matter the distance or anything. Thoroughbreds. Pretty high stats. Here we go. Sorry, little rabbit. I really tried to kill them. Oh, that's also why I reloaded after that elk kill. I really want to kill them in one shot. Minimize. The suffering. if you think about it, it's pretty bad. Rabbit just woke up, decided today's a nice day, I'm gonna eat grass. And then I pop around and he's not here anymore. I really find that pretty terrible if you think that through. Right, stay there, motherfucker. I do think that some form of bullet ballistics, or ballistics in general, I don't know if bullet ballistics is pleonistic. Oh, that's a pretty low resolution model. But would be nice, honestly. Because I do find it quite unimmersive that no matter how far I am, I always hit exactly where I aim. This looks really, the color tone is pretty nice. It really looks realistic. Appaloosa. Pretty cool coat. Hey, that is Bob. Man, I thought Bob would be over there somewhere. So where is the trapper? Ah no, I'm just disorientated. The trapper is over there.
Stay there.
Fuck my life.
Hey, back off!
Where's the other one? cool that you can actually kick these wolves. Fuck it. I hate wolves. At least it were only 2 this time.
Wait.
Just tracking them for the compendium. Pretty sure a wolf was chasing a horse. Again a black bear, so this is good territory for black bears, but yeah, that is the cougar, right, that we're hearing now. Fuck me. In this game, that's the only thing I find annoying. It's super hard for me. Oh wow, this I think is a very rare lens. It looks rare, but for me it's hard in this game somehow. Yeah, for the cougar I am using eagle eye a bit. Because it can really sneak up on you. Which is just annoying. Oh, by the way, I'm saving the game for that plant. And also for the fact that if I die, you lose all the pelts on your horse. That's why I'm saving so often. Pretty sure that sounds like some feline animal. But in this game, what I find here, I don't know, but it sounds like it's getting closer. Yeah, what I find hard in this game is pinpointing where sounds are coming from, whether it's an animal or just random dialogue in camp. Really tricky to get the direction. Shall we help that guy out? do have less problems killing animals that attack humans or other animals like predators. An eye for an eye. And Bob the horse, he was a little bit anxious, which is not a good sign. But that could be a sign that there is a snake nearby, and we also need snakes. Man, beautiful wild horses. Can you imagine just walking through a forest?
Stay here, boy.
And then you just spot some horses. Why is the music kicking up? What the hell is that? That animal. Did I shoot that? I don't remember. Poor raccoon. Anyways, I'm always a little bit anxious here because of the cougar. But if you're on top of a rock, it cannot get to you. Exactly what it is. I think just a bunch of deer, but we need bucks. Rocky Mountain elk. Alright, I do think we need elk still, right? Yeah, we need elks. Alright, I really hope if I didn't shoot both perfect ones, if I shot accidentally a normal pelt, then I will probably reload, because again, I don't want to shoot animals that we don't really need. But we needed, yeah, I think 3 elks. So if we now have 2, let's check out what this is. Please be perfect. Nice. Oh, fuck me, these are huge. So we have to walk back to the trapper. So this is going to be tricky, because if we now get attacked, would not surprise me one bit if the cougar shows up now. If we get attacked and die, and then reload, even if we reload this safe, I'm pretty sure that the pelt that we are carrying will be gone. So I'm really trying to stay a bit on the high ground. And we will also be scanning ahead. Wow, what the hell is that? More black bears? Really let that go, right? They sure are, but they're not perfect. Which is good, because it would make it complicated. I think also the black bear, we need to carry it. It's too big otherwise. Why is the horse anxious? And you cannot, like, for example, oh my god, please drop it now. Yeah, it's so annoying. But also immersive, of course. You cannot drop one pelt, walk all the way with another pelt to the trapper, and then return to pick up the drop pelts, because pelts despawn if they get out of range of your minimap, which is not that far. So then you have to... Here, this is what I think. What the fuck is this? Are that the bears? Ah, there it is. Or not. What the fuck is that? Wolves. The wolves, we are going to try and avoid the freaking wolves. Alright, but the thing is, the cougar, it can pop up, and you really barely get any notice. You hear it meow, and then it basically is on you. Alright, we are too close to those wolves. But carrying more pelts, like these big ones that you cannot just put on the horseback, it requires, like, how do you call that, bootstrapping? Like you drop one, you take the other one a little bit further away, still in range of the... Why is the horse not following? Fucking hell, man. Alright, and I recently had still the cougar attacking me very close to the trapper, so it is still possible that it spawns here. But you have to carry one a little bit, then pick up the other, carry the other a little bit, staying within range of... in the minimap, both pelts. Then you can carry both of these big ones. But as soon as one drop pelt gets out of the minimap range, like the circle in the bottom left,
hey, you
then it despawns, I think. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we have.
Right, let's see.
We are gonna sell some meat.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Done. Sure. Got a few of those, huh?
Alright, here we go. Perfect rabbits. Very nice. Crossing it off. We still need 5. Then we have a rabbit carcass. Then
Best gloves I ever saw belonged to a trapper up in Roanoke. Albino beaver fur.
I thought we
Softest
also
thing
had
I
a
ever
perfect
touched.
wolf, but no, I was mistaken. We have 2 perfect elk pelts. We only need 1 more and a legendary one. So far pretty good catch for my doing at least. Alright, cannot really feed it here.
See you again.
Fucking wolves.
Made to order. Nice and easy.
Alright, where are you? I'm just shooting them, not even for their pelts, but because they otherwise would have attacked me. Unless I went all the way around. But fuck these motherfuckers. And they're 2 perfect pelts. That's pretty nice. Not that I need them, but still. Still pretty nice. Bob, where the hell are you? Wow, am I blind here? Where's the horse? There you are. Alright, let's see what 2 perfect wolves bring in.
Ah, good hunt. You selling?
Right, we have 72 something, 31 or something, I cannot really read it, 21. And here we go, 72.
All right, let's have a look.
So we are going to sell a wolf heart. Another one. Perfect wolf carcass. Right, that was $3, and now we have to... What the hell? Come on, horse.
Tailored saddle, made to measure. Look no further.
Hello again. That was quick. Right, let's see.
We are going to sell 2 pelts and another carcass. Yeah, so it's basically $9, $4.50.
I hope you make something pretty with that.
Okay, ran into a glut of these, did you?
Real good doing business with you.
Alright, that was totally not my intention to getting wolves, but it is what it is. It certainly will not hurt.
It's made here, folks.
Man, it's really, if you really put in the time into this game, you get into a different, you interpret the game differently. You get into a different zone than when you start out. You really start to appreciate other things that you otherwise really don't really notice. You really get into a different mindset. That's pretty cool. And the unapologetic focus on realism, it's just mind-blowing to me.
Stay.
Sometimes, if you're lucky, the cougar will actually be near the river just drinking and chilling. And it's not only a different zone, but you just get into the time scale of the game, which is very slow, but it's super relaxing. It's literally like you're in a different place. And that's also, of course, because of the deliberate controls and honestly very immersive controls and animations. This game really is amazing, actually. Amazing even undersells it. This game is really special. And I still have the feeling that I'm just scratching the surface with the immersion factor. You really have to put in the hours, and I can understand that for some people. I also was sometimes super frustrated, like 20 episodes ago, with the clunky controls, etc. But you have to bite through that. And then it is really giving more and more. You really appreciate all the thoughts that has gone into the little details. Which really is pretty mind-blowing. And I know I'm rambling. But what can I do? I'm a rambler. Here, the little, check out the droplets in the water. Check out the little puddle that is forming here. The sound design of the rain and of the ambient design sounds. So amazing. Apparently also if you are hiding in a bush, you can get away from people. Maybe also from the animals will less likely spot you. There are all these little layers of depth in the game that you really only notice if you really sink in hours. Yeah, that's what I mean, motherfucker. Motherfucker. Can you imagine that? I was talking about it and now it happens. So sometimes it is just during the day, so let's see how late it is. It is just chilling out near the river. 11 in the day. Because I understand that this animal is mostly nocturnal. Fuck you, motherfucker. That's really nice. Because I was really looking... I was not really looking forward to having to get 3 perfect cougar heights. Now we already have like 2. Which to me is pretty damn amazing, honestly.
Not bad hunt, huh, boy?
And that's also the things that you start to notice if you put in the time, like the behaviors of the animals. The cougar often is just hunting. But it can also just sleep and drink from the stream. Sometimes you see a bear fishing here. There's really so much detail and that's just like Dark Souls, where you had like a whole DLC areas locked off unless you really started looking for them. And then even then you probably needed to consult a guide to know exactly what to do to access whole amazing locked off levels. That is here as well. Here, these are human remains, right? Maybe not human. But that is also in this game. There is so much detail that only shows itself if you really am invested into the world. And that is amazing because that means that everything remains interesting. You don't know what will be around the next corner. It is not superficial. It is really quite deep. And that makes it a constant, it sounds very corny, but journey of exploration and reward for exploring. I don't know why I'm saving now. That's a little bit exaggerated probably, but also that detail here, that you see these bones. That is probably the cougar or whatever, a bear that was or maybe this is indeed a bear that I shot earlier that totally decomposed and only left bones. That could very well be. I think at one point I did shoot a bear here. I don't know, but there's just a lot to be seen. And we are only just randomly walking around here and just hunting. but still it is really deep. This is maybe even where this game, besides the amazing story and the amazing cutscenes and characters and voice acting, without all this, the game is still amazing, if you ask me. You see also the horse, his ears are backwards. I think that means he's getting a little bit anxious of something. The horse really can be a canary in the coal mine. And there we go. We need that black bear over there.
Way, boy.
Please don't run away. Where is it? Yeah, I'm now cheating. I don't want to use this. Where is it? It's supposed to be here. American black bear. It's supposed to be somewhere there. I hear it. I hear it, but I don't see it. Where the hell is it? Is it growling at me? Fuck me, it wouldn't surprise me if it is behind me or something. There it is. Wow, I don't understand that. I think that was a headshot. I don't want to just shoot and wound an animal and then have it walk around the rest of its life with a bullet in its shoulder or wherever I hit it. So I am going to reload. Even if it's only virtual, I know it's a game. I am aware of that. Alright, I don't have limitless time anymore, unfortunately.
Here you are, boy.
Alright, but that's good to know that this is black bear territory. I've seen a lot of black bears and we need 3 black bears. I don't know, but that sounded like another black bear, or another bear at least.
Stay here, boy.
What's happening over there? Are they again shooting somebody? I actually think that was just a guy taking a leak in the river. Again, how immersive do you want to have it? It's just amazing, that little detail. Those small details. Only thing I find a little bit annoying is that sometimes I do think I'm getting a headshot. And then it just doesn't really register. Alright, another elk. And a rabbit. And a sheep. And another sheep. And that little sand over there, there's so much little detail, just. It really makes it feel non-repetitive, like authentic. Alright, a ram. Alright, somehow I loaded up the 2-star pelt game. Everything I'm seeing is 2-star. Before, nearly everything was 3-star. But that party is over. Alright, we have to get to the trapper anyways. I don't have that much time, so let's slowly but surely make our way to the trapper. And maybe we will find something along the way. Like a bear or a cougar. Although I think the cougar is mostly on the other sides of the stream. Ah, I forgot. I thought we were still quite a ways from the trapper, but we're actually very close. So then maybe let's explore a little bit on the other side, but nope, I cannot let... No, we can pass here. But the horse should not swim. Come here, here. Otherwise we lose the pelts. Sorry, I'm a little bit anxious about the cougar. If the horse is making noises, I'm like, what's that? There's also that camp again. Sometimes there are other guys, hunters here, and they are actually aggroing. They're motherfuckers. Man, I should have taken that bear shoot. Or I did take it, but I screwed it up.
Stay.
Alright, let's try to get one more pelt, and then we go to the trapper. Here again, it's so annoying. These drivers carrying away the wildlife. Are these the same guys again? No, I don't actually think so. But I'm not sure actually. That looks to be like a lone guy, right? Or is this a trapper? No, there are multiple guys, so this could be the aggro ones. They also don't really look like hunters to me. I for sure hear an animal growling, very faintly, but for sure. So I actually prefer to climb up on a rock now. Like this one. I always forget what button to press to climb up. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna use that eye too much. I will figure it out myself. I personally find it suspiciously quiet. Yes, sir. And again, I am standing here to minimize the chance of a cougar attack. Right, what do we have there? Another black bear. No way. Oh my god, it's so annoying. I do understand that the game sometimes, if you are traveling or on the horse, that it unequips your weapon. But sometimes if you just do a reload, I don't think it should unequip your weapon. I don't know why it's now unequipped. Anywho, because I had a shot at that bear, but I don't have the correct weapon. Or any weapon for that matter. Alright, that's a good thing I noticed that now. And not when... Here, is it actually fighting the cougar? But not when the cougar is attacking, that I'm finding out like, oh shit, I don't have any weapons. I don't know, maybe it was, no, I didn't ride the horse, I think. I'm not sure what, we could test it out, but yeah, maybe we should test it out. Cannot imagine, but let's test it out. If we reload, do you lose your weapons? Or equipped weapons? No. I could have known that, by the way, because I've started the game often indeed with Arthur having weapons on his back. Here, we still have the weapons. Right, how far are we now from the trapper? Because we just get teleported. Alright, not that far. So we need to go over there. Get to a bit of higher ground, but again, those horses, those riders, they just scare away the wildlife. Motherfuckers. What the hell is that? What kind of animal? A boar that I shot probably. did such a good job with these textures that fading, texture, meshing one texture into the other, like the rock into the dirt and the color tone. It's all really well done. I find it so amazing what certain guys can do. These programmers, they are a different breed. These are all ones and zeros that we see here. Strictly speaking, it's nothing more than ones and zeros. And still, it can evoke more emotions than any human form of entertainment. Of course, this is made by humans, but the delivery actually is nothing more than ones and zeros. Alright, so at least we have one more height, but it would be amazing if we could get one other. Did we still need an elk? Yes, right? Yes, we needed one more. Oh, fuck me. These are huge, so we have to indeed walk to the trapper now. Alright, so maybe on our way to the trapper we will still find something. I doubt it. Right, why is the horse skittish? Sorry, but I'm just afraid of the cougar. I think even if I save the game, if the cougar kills me now, I will lose this pelt anyways. Probably the safest for me to do now. Drop it.
I'll get this off you, boy.
We do like so. We drop the cougar. We put the pelt on the horse. And then we quickly do the study. Thorough breath. And then we do a save. So now if we get attacked, then this cougar carcass may despawn upon reloading, but at least not the perfect elk pelt. Right, there's another elk there. But we don't need elks anymore. We need buck deer, deer buck. And cougar, black bears, and we also need boars, but all the boars seem to have disappeared. waiting around for the cougar to suddenly pop up out of nowhere. Alright, we're
I'll
good.
take a look at that game.
Okay, let's
Here
take a
we
look
go.
at it.
So what do we have now? Some more meats.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay.
Alright, cougar fang can be sold. Here we go. Perfect cougar pelts. Cougar. In the pockets.
I hope you make something pretty with that.
Perfect elk. In the pocket. So we have all the elk we need except for legendary elk.
I hope you make good use of it.
And perfect cougar carcass. There we go. Alright, to me, for my doing, this was
Thanks for
quite
your help.
a good catch. And I really have a hard time putting the game down.
Thanks. So long.
Bring your skins in
If I wouldn't have to work, I would play it. I could play this 24/7 for a very long time. It's so immersive. Yeah, I'm almost certain I heard a growl. A feline growl. No cougar. Anywho, I will have to end the episode, unfortunately. We'll continue tomorrow. I really hope that I will not be too burned out from a week work, and that I can very quickly after the weekend starts resume the game, and then having like many hours in the weekends. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you there. For the meantime, do not forget, you yourself as well, always do keep on gaming. Later.